Hello everybody, welcome to JC Let's Play. My name is Jonathan Cook, and this is episode 9 of Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. We're joined again by Mia Aliapo. We'll get a warm welcome from her, and I want to thank you all for watching. If you've been keeping up with the Let's Play so far, I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're putting comments down below, and with suggestions and questions and all of that stuff. I don't know what I was about to say, so we'll just start with the episode. So, I'm standing here outside the Adventurers Guild where we left off just a few minutes ago. This will be my last episode for tonight, as I really need to be getting to bed. However, when we last left off, we, had bought some pants and turned in the first part of the quest, and were asked to go out and examine some crates outside the Zephyr Gate. So if I go into Middle Onacia, you'll see it's just south of there. So we're going to do that first. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to warp to the Zephyr Gate. We'll be put out to Middle Onacia. And the crates are just down there, so I'm going to jump. And you see I took some fall damage there. Fall damage does exist in the game. However, with the exception of if you are in combat, fall damage will never kill you. If you're in combat and you fall, it will kill you. But the most out of combat fall damage can do, for example, right now I have a maximum of 105 hit points. The most it can do is 104. It's a percentage based fall damage calculation that unless you're in combat, you will survive. But I'm going to use my practice crates here to examine and see what pops out at me. I sense a hostile presence. Ooh, and we've got some tree slugs. Level 5, of course, which being of the level we are, and I got hit by Aqua's discharge there. The level we are, level 5, is nothing. Though they're actually doing quite a bit of damage, it kind of hurts. I'm going to use Physic. And get out of the AoE this time. Oh, darn. I have found that jumping helps with updating your character position to ensure you're outside of area of effects. And we've got Carbuncle finally took the hate off of us, having done almost 50% of its HP. So we'll finish this off very quickly. And that is that. We need to collect the crates now. And we'll go into a cutscene here very quickly. Who's this? Mia seems a little confused at the situation. I am not a threat. Pray ignore my presence for the present, and allow me a moment to cogitate. Sorry, word threw me off for a minute. Looks to be another Mithra Arcanist. Ooh, I like those gloves. The reaction to my sudden appearance was within expected parameters, but I must admit I did not expect so proficient a performance against the enemies set against you. Yet, effective though your tactics were, I spied much room for improvement. As I watched you battle, the wheels of my mind whirled into motion, as they are wont to do, inventing other possible strategies you might have employed. Okay. Let's see. Taking into account your current level of ability, factoring in the etheric constant, multiplying by the number of opponents, then applying your tactics to other potential combat scenarios. Oh dear. My calculations indicate failure upon encountering threat level 9,785. Okay. Well, we'll have to see what we can do about that. I'm slightly worried now. Though the opportune window to do so has passed, I would nevertheless introduce myself. I am Kalia, a Melvin Gate assessor. Acting Guildmaster Thubergheim elected me to oversee your training, and provide any necessary guidance and instruction in the field of Arcanima. Well, that was nice of her, I suppose. Would have been nice to have been informed, but From what I have observed thus far, you have an admirable grasp of fundamentals. I do, however, wish to confirm one small detail. Regarding your choice of arcane geometries, what factor most influences your actions during battle? Desire to outwit an enemy? Potential for amusement? I simply do what feels right. Desire to outwit an enemy. Aha! Just as I predicted. And now I have the final element needed to perform another calculation. The probability of you becoming an Arcanist of note is 90%, give or take half a percent. Yes, the certainty is quite high. After all, I only know of one other practitioner who responded to my question in the same manner. It was the man who bestowed upon me this grimoire, the Guildmaster himself. While our inscrutable leader is, as I'm sure you've heard, on an indefinite leave of absence, he did leave us with his most notorious saying to date. Strategy is a tool used to manipulate one situation into the desired reality. Wow, that's actually rather profound. I'm curious if that came from Art of War. No matter how gifted you and I might be, however, the instantaneous manipulation of reality that might cause us to suddenly become mighty Arcanists is beyond our present abilities. Discipline and experience is the finest strategy in this case. I suggest you continue to focus on refining your aptitude with Carbuncle. Mastery of an arcane entity will greatly improve your success as a wielder of Arcanima. Here ends your lesson for today. Pray return directly to the guild. I believe Mr. Stubergame is awaiting some inspected cargo. And what of myself? I'm off to the fields, of course. The tactics I reasoned out earlier must be attempted in real-life scenarios. Theory is all well and good, but there is no substitute for actual combat. We'll meet again soon. So be it. And off she goes, with a wave. Bye. Well, wasn't that interesting? We made a friend. So we'll run out of here very quickly, head back to the Arcanist Guild and turn in that quest. And it has struck me as I was looking through my journal, I've decided I really want this custom-made robe of casting, even though I understand at level 10. Actually, that's a lie. I am going to take the hempen hat. At level 10, we'll get another class quest, and that will give us a different robe. More than likely, turning this quest will get us most of the way to level 9. There's no reason to take a robe for level 5 when I'm just going to replace it in a level anyway. So we enter through the Zephyr Gate. We will find a Athernet node. Looks like it will just be the Aetherite Crystal. We'll warp straight to the Arcanist Guild, turn in our quest, take our rewards, and then we'll go straight from here. We'll teleport, which will be the first time I've used teleport, straight out to turn in the quest that we've got Dressed to Call. So I want to go to the Arcanist Guild, which of course, Dressed to Call being another lower level quest that we just need to get turned in before the benefit is far outweighed by the time it takes. And of course, being a story quest, it's required that we finish it. Mia, have you returned with the cargo? I have. Yes, everything here seems to be in order. Relatively clear of blood and other gore. That can be something of a problem in our profession, you understand. I also had word from Kalia regarding your performance. She seemed eager to continue your training. An odd lass, I'll admit, but the guild can boast no finer mind for tactics. You would do well to heed the instruction she offers, particularly that which touches on the diligent approach to our art. Did you perhaps notice the battered tome Kalia carries? That initiate's grimoire has served her from the day she entered the guild. She has her reasons, but it's admittedly strange to see it kept all the way to her present position as a foreseer. I fear such an intense focus on Arcanima has led her to overlook other important aspects of life. As our master strategist guides your Arcanist training, I hope that you might return the favor and help to broaden her own perspective somewhat. But enough of such matters for the moment. You have done well this day, Mia. Continue your practice with Carbuncle as Kalia has bid. I will be here when the time comes for your next lesson. So we'll select the hempen hat, click complete, and just short of that, we will use teleport because, as I said, we have what we need. Teleport to Summerford Farms for 66 gil. And no doubt that quest will be enough to get us to level 9. And go into equipment, not inventory, into our army chest. You see we have a leather grimoire sitting there waiting for us, and our hempen hat. So we'll equip that just for the sole purpose of turning in this quest. We have quite a rainbow of colors on currently. We'll talk to Staleweirn. Let's have a look at you, shall we? Oh, as long as you're this well covered, I won't feel any guilt throwing you to the sharks. Erstwhile buccaneers are an ornery lot. They rage in love for the sea and care little for the laws of the land. But they respect strength, and by the looks of you, I'd say you have that you'll have little trouble getting their attention. That's nice. We already have a leather grimoire. We could choose a bronze war axe in case, down the road we decided to level Marauder. However, I believe that's also a reward for the level 5 Marauder class quest, so we're just going to take the Allegan bronze tin piece. Quest complete, level 9, and a new story quest from Staleweirn. Ah, Aliopo, that aura of confidence tells me you've not been idle since last we met. Actually, I haven't moved. I hope I've read you all right. For I've a task that requires the attention of a capable adventurer. Might that adventurer be you? It might be. Lurkers in the grotto. Staleweirn, the owner of Summerford Farms, has a task for a competent adventurer. Our reward will be the choice between a potion and an ether, and eye drops, which instantly cures blindness, which isn't really all that great for us. Being casters, blindness doesn't really apply. Glad to hear. Then I shall lay before you the sorry tale. You will have heard rumors of the abductions. Aye, citizens have been disappearing from every corner of Limsa Lominsa, as if plucked from the face of Hydaelyn, boots and all, by an unseen hand. And what's this got to do with Summerford Farms, you might ask? Well, that remains to be seen. But it seems a collection of right unsavory fellows with azure tattooed faces has been creeping up to the edges of the fields and spying on my yeomen. Now, I doubt anyone would enjoy being scrutinized by such savages at the best of times, but the farm hands are convinced that they're the kidnappers of rumor, come for their hides. Needless to say, they're beside themselves with worry, and we're suffering for it, which is the very last thing I need when my old crewmen are still getting used to their new jobs. 'Tis a struggle to get them to leave the farmhouse of a morning. That is, as they say, where you come in. Would you be willing to investigate these tattooed thugs for me? Of course I would. Good lass. The sooner we get to the bottom of this, the sooner this place will start to resemble a workin' farm again. I suggest you begin by having a look around Seasong Grotto. If reports are to be believed, our unwelcome visitors have occupied the place. Be careful, though, Aliopo. I couldn't say for sure what manner of miscreants we're dealing with here. If they are kidnappers, well, just be on your guard, all right? And there we've picked up our next story quest. If I open up my map, you'll see it takes place just outside of there. So, I'm thinking, being a level 5 story quest, we'll do that next. If I remember correctly, that should give us, ouch, a little bit of damage taken there, should give us an idea of what an instanced quest looks like. I'm going to re-equip my Moogle hat, because it is the more capable of the two pieces of equipment that I have there. We're going to ignore the Fate NPC and just go straight for our story quest. And we're nearly there. And as I mentioned in the previous episodes, our rested experience has yet to expire. We're into level 9 now. And I do recall doing this quest in one of the earlier phases of the beta. And we have bogies here, which are hunting log enemies, but we're just going to ignore them, run straight into the stone monument, and interact with that. You're about to enter an instance battles. Instant battles only occur during certain quests and missions. Take a moment to read the information displayed in the active help window before answering the call of duty. Duty calls. Commence battle for lurkers in the grotto. If your level is above level 9, you will be synced. Luckily, we're just at level 9, so we don't have to worry about losing abilities or anything, being level synced down. And we now enter an instanced area. So we're now separate from the main world server, and we'll get a quick cutscene.
私は支える波であり、私は導く風である。私は夜の星であり、私は朝の空である。私は海で生を受け、そして海で死に向かう。その筆跡に刻まれた船乗りたちの鎮魂歌よ。海で生まれて海で死ぬ。リムサロミンサに生きる民の生き様ね。海に帰ることができた船乗りには海難事故が起きぬように祈りを。大地に散った船乗りには彼らの魂が海へ戻るための祈りを。あなた、最近サマーフォード省に出入りしている冒険者ね。噂の人さらいを追ってたんだけど、外れだったかしら。案外当たりだったのかも。やはりここのエーテルの乱れは人為的なものだったのね。人さらいを追う者がここに2人、それを襲う魔物。この剣、口封じを従っているのは一体誰なのかし。さあ、やっつけるわよ。あなたと私の2人でね。
And we enter battle with an unexpected ally, and against this frenzied mossback Gobu, Sikkim Carbuncle, help our cultured conjurer there, whose name we will learn. I sense something awry with this creature. Be on your guard. Very well. We'll cast Ruin at it a few times. This, of course, our first real experience of something akin to a boss battle. This, nothing similar to, say, a dungeon boss battle or anything like that. But it just kind of gets us used to a longer-term battle where we might learn things like TP or MP management. We have bogey ad mobs spawning behind here. I'm going to send my Carbuncle after that. Luckily, they're just level 5, so I'm going to focus on the second bogey while my Carbuncle takes down the first, with any luck, I hope. Which, of course, we'll get hunting log credit for. Very kind of them there. Which, of course, I only got 1 hunting log credit for that because of the fact that I didn't tag the second one there. Oh, and we've got a couple of frenzied Gobu entering the fray. Carbuncle, attack them. So be it. I guess we'll just do it this way. Carbuncle is not doing his job very well. Oh, more bogeys. We need to cure. We're going to make sure we tag those two so we get our 3 bogey credit for our hunting log. And ouch, we're really getting hit. We'll use energy drain to restore a little bit of HP and try not to die. Oh good, our conjurer friend healed us. That was very nice of her. Carbuncle, you're attacking the wrong enemy. And that is 2 of those down. We'll finish this bogey. And 3, we get our hunting log credit, as well as the other Gobu being taken down. And we'll get another quick scripted cutscene.
クリスタルを手にし者よ。星の声を聞く者よ。我が名はハイデリン。星の秩序を保っていた断りは乱れ、世界は今闇で満ちようとしています。闇は全てを蝕み、全ての命を奪う存在。闇に屈せぬ光の意志を持つ者よ。どうか星を滅びより救うためにあなたの力を。光のクリスタルは闇を払う力。世界を巡り光のクリスタルを手に入れるのです。あなたの戦いは魔法が行動が光のクリスタルを生み出すでしょう。それが光の意志を持つあなたの力。光の意志を持つ者よ。どうかあなたの力。
気がついた？やはりこの子無理やりにけしかけられたようね。グーブーの背中にこれが刺さっていたわ。このナイフ、ロープを扱う船乗りたちが使うものよ。どうやらこの件、船乗り、それも海賊たちが絡んでいるのは確かなようね。ところであなた大丈夫？エーテルにでも酔ったのかしら。戦闘の後急に倒れたから驚いたわ。え、大きなクリスタル？一体何の話を？これは思わぬ収穫もあったものね。何でもない、こっちのことよ。私はもう少しこの件を追ってみるつもり。あなたは依頼主に注意を促しなさい。これを見せて海賊らしきものがこれから忙しくなりそうだわ。クリスタルの光が重なるときまた会いましょう。
And we're back. We have control of Mia again. Quite a bit there happened. We were spoken to again by Hydaelyn, which, if you haven't gathered so far, Hydaelyn is the world. Eorzea is just a region of the world. Hydaelyn's the world as a whole. And we've pretty much just been commissioned by the world to save the world. So, that's fun. We found a crystal which allowed us to communicate and, or at least be reached by Hydaelyn. Our unknown companion there seems to know a bit more than she might be letting on, but so be it. More will be revealed. That was only the level 5 class quests, or story quests, so I mean, you can't give all the story away at level 5, but we're going to go turn this in, get our reward, and then wrap up. The video's already gone about 30 minutes, but we had like 7, 8, maybe almost 10 minutes of voice cutscenes and all that, so I hope you don't mind the length of the video. I suppose I could have sprinted to kind of try to speed up this bit, but we'll talk with Stalewern. Aliopo, right glad I'm to see that. Aliopo, right glad am I to see you safely returned. My lads were all gabbing about hearing what sounded like all 7 hells breaking loose near the grotto. I'd feared I'd sent you to your death. If you were in the middle of that commotion, I hope it yielded something of interest. I'd hate to think you'd risked your life for naught. And I've got a blunt sailor's knife that I think is something of interest. A blade pulled from the back of a creature you slew at the cave, eh? Aye, I'd agree that such a knife would be part of any seafaring man's kit. I'm starting to think that these ruffians are pirates, come to lure my farmhands back to the life of plunder. Chances are they didn't take kindly to your appearance on their doorstep, and set a maddened gobu after you. Aye, the pirates have been adding to their number as of late. I'd best warn the lads and lasses in my employ to be on guard against their schemes. You met someone else at the grotto. A woman with a strange contraption. Ishtola. She's been in Limsa for a good while now. Her studies of the Aether often bring her out to Summerford, so her presence at the grotto is hardly unusual. She's an odd-looking lass, I grant you, but she's not the kind to associate with kidnappers. You may take my word for that. Where trust should be lacking is in those yeomen of mine who have yet to wholly relinquish their pirate pasts. The temptation to return to the free and easy life of a buccaneer may prove too strong to resist. You have my thanks, Aliopo. If it weren't for the efforts of stalwart adventurers like yourself, this farm would be in a far worse state than it is. Just you keep on lending your talents to those in need, eh? Help bring Limsa to a brighter future she deserves. Woohoo! And we will choose our Ether and finish the quest. Quest complete, and he'll no doubt have another quest for us that sends us to another location. Washed up, Stalewern is up in arms as his hired hands are nowhere to be found. That slee sloth Severin and his lot, never around when there's work to be done. I'd sooner hire you for the sake of getting things done, but then the rapscallions would never learn. Round them up and let them know that Stalewern would like a word, and don't take no for an answer. So we've got to run around and talk to some individuals, but as this video is really close to 30 minutes, we're going to wrap it up there. I want to take the moment to thank you all for watching. I do love that my pom-pom glows. That's a good time. Thank you all for watching. If you like the video, if you give it a like, if you would like to see more, visit the rest of my channel, subscribe. I'll be putting this updates up kind of in a rush right here at the beginning, but we'll be getting a weekly release once we kind of even out and get past this intro stuff and kind of get to an area where things are paced a little different. But in the meantime, we'll get a farewell wave from Mia. I want to thank you all for watching. My name is Jonathan Cook. This is JC Let's Play. You guys all take care and peace out.